We can choose our friends and our spouse, but we can't choose our family. For some of us, family gatherings are a dramatic and dysfunctional event. But there are some families out there that make Game of Thrones look average. Ready to meet them? Then let's get started. But wait, before we get going, take a moment to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Catch him, Derry! Families all have their own shenanigans when it comes to dealing with a crisis, but for the Fleming family, there is enough chaos to make any comedic film look boring. When a bat got into the family's home in County Kerry, the son, Tag, took a video. While filming, he's shouting at his father to catch the bat while calling him by his first name, Derry. Meanwhile, Mom is hiding behind the door and the dog starts peeing on the floor. If this moment is just a glimpse of what the family is like with a little bat, we have to wonder what the holidays are like. Heavy lifting. We all have that one member of the family who is super into fitness, eating healthy and working out. But what happens when an entire family is into weightlifting? The Hammond family are pretty much like the real-life Incredibles from the Disney movie. Andy Hammond is a professional bodybuilder, and his entire family is into heavy lifting. The kids are even competing. Well, all of them except for the youngest, but you can bet her time is coming. Into the woods. When a family lives together, there are times you need some space, so you go out and you see your friends. But for the Atchley family, they live over 100 miles away from any sort of civilization. David and Romy go to town once a year with their son Sky and make one big grocery trip to get things like canned food. Otherwise, they live off the land eating wildlife like wolves and bears. Sky is homeschooled and only has one friend. The family totally lives off the land and spends about $12,000 per year. Watch the game. It's not uncommon for an entire family to be into sports. However, the family you're about to meet seems to be so into a soccer game that they'll even watch during a funeral. In the video, there is an open coffin on the left and a big screen TV in the center. Two family members even hug each other after Peru scores a goal. Perhaps the deceased was into soccer too? Who knows? But this odd incident definitely shows that the family is more into the game than the funeral. Sibling parents. For decades, Donna Price thought she had a normal childhood, but all of that came crashing down in 2014 after she found out that her parents are actually half-brother and half-sister. Her aunt contacted her on Facebook and broke the news through a message. Then, Price found out that her biological father was a man her mom had an affair with, and her three younger siblings are her parents' offspring. Price ended up turning in her parents to the authorities, and they pleaded guilty to incest. On all fours. The Ulas family made headlines when it was discovered that 5 of their members walked on all fours. The 5 siblings all walked on their hands and feet while their parents did not. The Turkish family became famous in 2006 when the BBC created a documentary that put them in the spotlight. At first, scientists thought a de-evolution was happening, but as it turns out, the siblings walk on all fours due to a genetic mutation. The siblings are also cognitively impaired, but their fine motor skills are advanced. Lots of pitter-patter. The Kaysen family has become famous in their own right because they currently have 18 children and they are working on number 19. Parents Dave and Christy Kaysen wanted to have lots of children not because of any religious convictions, they just wanted to do it. Dave works and Christy stays at home with the kids. Their oldest daughter is also a mother, which means Grandma and Grandpa are still having kids as well. Christy runs the house with an iron fist so that some order is maintained. Then when Dave comes home from work, Christy gets a break and he takes over for a bit. Tiger stripes. Family pets are completely normal. In fact, pets are a good way to teach kids responsibility. The Borges family lives in Brazil, where they have 7 tigers living with them as pets. The father, Arias Borges, rescued 2 tigers from the circus in 2005, and he was instantly smitten. Since then, he and his daughters all take care of the tigers. Borges even lets his 2-year-old daughter ride on the tiger's back and swim in the pool with the family. Vintage time warp. It's not uncommon to meet a person who enjoys vintage style, but for Kitten and Richard Von Mew, they live in the 1940s, really. They dress in the style of the 1940s and their house is like a time machine. They own hundreds of vintage pieces from decor, furniture, and clothing. Kitten recently gave birth to a baby girl, and she hopes that her daughter will inherit their sense of style and love for the 1940s. They definitely stand out from the crowd and dislike the modern world. Family closeness. Supermodel Stephanie Seymour got into some hot water in 2011 after she was spotted getting a bit too close to her teen son, Peter Brandt II. Paparazzi got plenty of images of the mother and son hugging and kissing, while her son's hands got into some pretty intimate places. Plus, her son seemed to also get a little excited, if if you know what we mean. Unsurprisingly, these photos raised some eyebrows and made people wonder whether Seymour and her kids were maybe a bit too close. Does your family seem a bit more normal now, or can they beat these families? Let us know all about them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications before you go. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.